Hello everybody, this is Phonyto Bobbin here, and welcome back to Train Drive ATS. So we are back for another special episode this time because in the last episode we completed all of the standard scenarios, I suppose scenarios that you get with this game. However, today we'll be doing a special one. As you see here in the menu, we have the Special-Express Spacia or Special Train Mode thing. I don't know what that is, but of course, a while ago, I got that DLC, and well, because I did, we won't be able to jump into the flight stuff just yet. We have two more scenarios to do, actually, with this Special Express. And the Special Express I'm talking about is the Bullet Train. Now, in previous episodes, you have seen this Bullet Train appear as like an AI train. Well, for today, we will be driving it for the first time. So this will be the first of two times. This first one's going to be the number 7 non-service Akusa Munamachi to Fujiwara Onsen. That's another big thing I actually want to point out. This scenario is going to be the first ever time that we're going to be driving the actual entirety of the route. And now previously we've only gone between Akusa Munamachi to Yorimachi because that's sort of like the whole line for the all the other regular trains. However, for this scenario, we'll be going beyond Yorimachi all the way up to Fujiwara Onsen. So we're gonna see the complete route this time, and we're gonna see parts of it that we haven't seen before. So what's actually the description then? Well, it's pretty simple. So we have a bit of a shunting move over at Kusumonamachi, and then we go into the platform. And that's a non-stop service all the way to Yorimachi, where we have another brief stop there. And then non-stop all the way to Fujiwara Onsen. So about 40 to 50 or so minutes to get this scenario done. It's entirely, although we have a long wait at Motomachi. So, yeah. So, a complete route, non-stop service for most of the line. Bullet trainism, special scenario. Let's do this. Before we get on the rails, be sure to check out my Fiverr gig. Link is in the description. Okay, so here we are at Akusa Motomachi. It's currently 11:50 in game time. And yeah, by the way, yeah, the Trinivate is a bit of a quiet game, so I do apologize if you hear any background noise. That's my mom watching TV in the background of this video. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but if you can, then yeah, nothing I can do about that, because I want to get this video done today, and I'm not going to stay up all night to record when it's quiet. I'm just going to do this today. So, can we go, then? There we go. All right. Ooh, also first sounds. Oh, I think for this train they just... Yeah, this is from Train of ATS 2. Yeah, okay, these are not brand new sounds. These are nicked from one of the trains over in Train of ATS 2. Great train! So actually, this is going to be a bit of a Train of ATS 2 throwback, isn't it? Okay, let's get it first up the day. Because there won't many opportunities to do stops here in this scenario, so we're going to have to do the best we can here. And come on. And ooh, a pretty good stop to start the day. Okay, that's be worth a score of 67 points. Oh, we're 2 away from glory. But that's a pretty good score. Alright, fast forward because we have a 8-minute long wait, so thank goodness that fast forward was a thing. Such a shame we don't have the chase cam unlocked yet, because I wish I could do like a flyby cam, because I can assure you that's a lot of noise, because I can assure you that we are driving the bullet train, or the Special-Express. I think I should call it the bullet train, because that's basically what it is. Yeah, although I think, actually, can I do a horn on this? So the horn sound like on this thing. Oh, it's the default horn. Okay. Okay, so the horn is the default Train of ATS 1 horn. Although the train... Yeah, these sounds aren't new either. The actual motor and the run sounds are taken from one of the trains over at Train of ATS 2. So... yeah. But yeah, I wish... Although we're driving the number 7 Limited Express, I like how we have single-digit numbers. That's pretty interesting. We will get some more green train action over on the other line there. They run like every couple minutes or something. I don't know. That's going to be an interesting investigation, because, in case you're wondering, by the way, I do plan on doing a full green train episode here in Train of ATS 1, like I did over in Train of ATS 2, and to an extent, like I did the Voids episode over in Train of ATS 3. Yeah. Alright, so it's time for a departure. And this scenario, like I said, is going to be a very interesting one. There's going to be a non-stop express all the way to Yorimachi. So that's most of the entire route non-stop. And funnily enough, once we get to Yorimachi, then it's a non-stop service all the way to Fujiwara Onsen. So we'll get our first look at the part of the route that we have not looked at yet. Alright, so I got my headphones, because my headphones have been a bit wonky lately for some reason. Another green train, wow. Nothing worth mentioning, though. We are running this at, right at midday, so, something else. Fingers crossed and we'll be back to traffic, because we are a non-stop express service, so hopefully we won't run into too much traffic and we'll be able to drive all the way there. Alright, let's go. So, 39 kilometers. I think that converts about, like, 30-something miles. I don't know. But here we go, then. Alright, off to Yorimachi, the non... Oh, I was going to do announcements as well. Indeed. Okay, he's talking for a lot. Yep, this train goes all the way to Yorimachi. This is a non-stop express service all the way to Yorimachi. Okay, guys. Thank you. Yep, only one stop at Fujiwara Onsen. Oh, Yorimachi. Okay, that's it. Alright, but yeah, here we go. The non-stop express service all the way to Yorimachi. No station stops, although we will see if we do get caught up by some slower trains, which is possible here, at least for the beginning bit. I think that at least once we get out to the further up the line, there will be less traffic and we'll be less likely to run into another train. But for now, yeah. There's also something else I've actually wondered about this train, because obviously this train was added in after. Like, this Special Express train that we're driving right now, this train wasn't in the game when Train of ATS. Actually, it's actually a fairly recent edition. This actually came after I did the those road fair videos back in the day. Like I did the road fair video back in the day. My last episode was in 2016, and then between then and about mid 2022 early 2022 actually, when I came back to playing this game, this train was added to the game. And the point I'm trying to get at is, since this train wasn't in the game originally, it's basically been put into the timetable. I don't think that the timetable has been altered at all, even with the addition of this train. And of course, there's a very busy line. It's Japan. It's packed. There's gonna be a lot of trains. So obviously this timetable was made before this train was even considered. So what I'm wondering is basically how well has this train been woven into the timetable? Because obviously, you gotta contend with the timetable that already exists. You're basically just adding on, and to add on to that, this is a non-stop service. This doesn't stop at any stations until we get to Yorimachi. So that's a lot of traffic that we're gonna have to get through to actually have this non-stop. Now, luckily, though, this first scenario takes place in the middle of the day, so the traffic gets a bit more light than it would be during rush hour, so that should reduce the chances of us getting slowed up out of the train. In fact, we might not even get slowed up by train at all, but maybe this scenario will work out perfectly, but let's see. Let's find out. Okay, down to 75 for this one. Come on. There we go. I guess I may as well tell you a bit more about this this train here in Train of ATS. Another thing worth mentioning about this train is not part of the base content. You have to pay, I think 99 cents or something to get this train. And with this train, you also get 2 DLC scenarios. Well, I guess one slight drawback of that is that if you decide to buy this DLC before you complete the first 16 base scenarios, you don't get flight mode unlocked straight away. So you complete all 16 of the base scenarios, and then there are only two But 2 of the bullet train scenarios I have to complete and then unlock flight mode, or at least I think that's what happens. I don't actually know yet because I haven't actually played this game all the way through yet, so we're gonna find out. Also, man, what is it with these speed limits? Come on. Oh, see what I mean? There it is. Oh, as I forgot once again to turn on Do Not Disturb. I don't know why I keep forgetting to do that in these videos. Hey, there we go. There's the bullet train. Yeah, there it is. That is the train that we were driving right there. That is it. That bullet train right there. That's the one that we were driving. Also, something else I just realized, we're actually quite high up right now in terms of where the FOV is, like the cab. Yeah. Because you could actually tell by looking at that other train, we were actually leveled with this cab windshield. Okay, yeah, we're definitely chasing a train right now, so I think I'm actually gonna just cruise at 75 for now, rather than go full speed. Yeah, that's what that's what I was talking about before. Like, you know, this train has been put into this timetable, which has already been fully thought out and everything. So, like, you know, how often are we gonna be slowed up by slower trains and stuff? And in fact, there it is, already happening. Okay, that's a yellow. And that's a red. So there you go, already being slowed by our first express train. And yeah, we can't even get around our way. We can get around him, maybe? Okay, first of all, slow down. Nope, we're gonna have to come to a complete stop. Which, by the way, the signal lights are over there. Yep, this is exactly what I was talking about before. This is basically a super express service that has been put into this game long after the original timetable was created. So now you have basically stuff like this where you have trains that stop all the time and they get in the way. That's what I was afraid of. You know, like I said, it is cool that we do have something like this here in Train of ATS. Although even then, this kind of train isn't really suited for this line. You know, like this is like a high speed, or like I guess maybe not. Well, maybe not necessarily high speed, like a mid-speed bullet train on a commuter route. This isn't really the kind of route that's like suited for this train. And I mean, I know it's Japan, which is the land of the bullet train, so I guess it does make some sense, but even so, it's a bit silly. To be honest, I would rather get a whole new Train of ATS game where this train is part of like the base timetable. Speaking of which, where's Train of ATS 4? Actually, that's the funny thing I just realized. It's now been over a year since I made that April Fool's video. I mean, I don't know. At this rate, I don't know anything about it. I mean, well, yeah, I don't know. A lot of us don't know anything about Train of ATS 4. Actually, the only thing that we do have on Train of ATS 4 is there was like this little demonstration video on the one of the official Train of ATS channels. Oh, that was only back in 2018, which was 6 years ago now. So, I mean, that's not to say that Train of ATS 4 is never gonna come. I just think, like, how much longer do we have to wait? I don't know. But until that does happen, this is the best that we've got for now. I guess one thing that I may as well mention, something that you almost forgot to. Even when you do buy this train, like pay for the DLC pack, you still actually won't be able to drive it until you complete the first 16 regular scenarios. Which is interesting. Actually, when you do buy this add-on, all you really get is you get to actually see this train like as an AI in the scenarios. But you won't be able to drive until you complete the first 16 scenarios. And then after that, you have 2 more scenarios to complete with this train, and then only then you get all the free mode stuff. Well, there we go. Let's look find slow trains, exactly as I thought would happen. So there's a express train. I mean, thankfully it's an express and not a local or something. Um, but now I wonder how long are we gonna be stuck behind him? Guess we'll see. So yeah, it's funny. This is supposed to be a non-stop service, but I guess non-stop is a bit of a loose term because of you know, because we're still gonna have some red lights to stop at. At least for now. Let's see how bad the traffic will be once we get further up north. I think it will get better, but well, I say that before we have to get up north. We first have to get out of the south. There's another yellow. There's Water Barge coming up. Although we do have Shinhanyu coming up. I think Shinhanyu's like the big middle station, so we should be able to overtake him there. Yeah, Shinhanyu has a bunch of tracks, so hopefully he pulls over to like a different track and we'll be able to overtake him. And then from there it should be smooth sailing. Okay, so we're going to 60 kilometers per hour, but this one's for a curve. Something else I've just realized. Is this train that we're driving, is it based on any real life, like a train? Oh, hey, we got to take a bit sooner. Nice, alright. Like I was going to say, is this train based on any like real life train or something? Or is it like a fictitious design of sorts that's just based on the Shinkansen? I actually don't know. Maybe I need to get a picture of it and then put it into like Google reverse image search. Maybe it'll show me something there. Okay, well on the bright side I've overtaken the express train and should be good to go for now for now. Alright, speed! Speed power. That went really fast. Watabashi, the legendary station. Yes. For our legendary here on this channel. So this was mentioned that we're actually going so fast that the run sounds are actually running at an even higher pitch than they would over Return of ATS 2. Because these track sounds, right? I mean, I call them run sounds, but I guess you could also call them track sounds. Well, over in Return of ATS 2, you can only go up to 110 kilometers an hour. Here, though, you can go up to 120, as we just did there. And not this Return of ATS 2. And because of that, you know, you can run the, you know, you hear the run sounds at a bit of a higher pitch than you would over Return of ATS 2. So that's interesting. Tell you what, this is going by somewhat quickly. We're already about halfway through this first leg to Yorimachi. So, even with the traffic, we're still able to complete the section of the line pretty quickly. And back up to 20. Run sounds do actually sound kind of cool. Although, probably would have liked new run sounds just for this train. Actually, new sounds in general would have been nice to have because, like I said, I think, you know, like the motor sounds and the run sounds are all nicked from one of the EMUs over in Return of ATS 2. And it just doesn't really suit this train, all things considered. Actually, did this train come out after Return of ATS 3? By any chance? Because I started thinking it would have been cooler if they reuse the sounds over on the Charter Shimakaze service. Imagine if they used those sounds on this train. I think this train would have sounded a lot cooler with that. Actually, yeah, when was this DLC released? I actually don't know. Yeah, all I know is that it was sometime between 2016 and 2022, and that's a big time gap. Alright, we're back onto the super fast section now. Yeah. Yeah, already about halfway done with this route, or this leg of the route. Yeah, off not the entire route because obviously we still have to go up beyond Yorimachi, but you know. Yeah. I tell you what, this train isn't really that consistent with the grades. We're on fully level track, and I'm on P2 and we're losing speed. But then if I go on to P3, we gain speed really quickly. Actually, look at how fast acceleration would be on that one. Huh. Yeah, something else I just realized, this train is kind of a caged animal on this route. Like, it's such a fast train, but you only get to go 120. Which, in miles per hour, that's not even 100 miles an hour. For that, we have to go 160, and, you know, at the moment, that's not possible in any kind of ATS game. Even if you try to go over the speed limit, you know, the game would still be like, no, you can't do that. Alright, well, here we are speeding along the fastest section of the line. Yeah. The flow does seem to be quite responsive. Like, once you go down to P2, it does, like, immediately lower the amps a bit. So it then decelerates with the thing. Although, yeah, it's not really stable, though. All things considered. I mean, yeah, I mean, look at how much the speed goes down. I think even the electric multiple units don't slow up that much. Interesting. Alright, blue train. Yeah. I think I just sped for a little bit there. Whoops. Yeah, see what I mean? Yeah, I was up to like 67 points, but now down to 60. I mean, it was only a small decrease, but yeah. All that being said, this train does seem to have like the same emergency braking rules as the others, where you can speed for like a split second, but it would just slow you down a bit. But yeah. Only a small amount of points lost though, so it doesn't matter to me. Alright, well, thankfully though, we've been able to speed along. No trains ahead of us for miles. Oh. See what we're gonna hit me my actually. Okay, down to 90, but of course that's for the curve. And are we gonna be able to go through here at a high speed? Well, comparatively, you know, compared to how fast we usually go through here, which is, I think we pretty much always stop here. But here we go. Another train there. Hello. Oh, then a 45. Oh, that's for the junction there. All right, let's slow down a bit. Down to the 45 for the interlocking. Are there noises outside, or am I hearing things? Yeah, that's my mom's TV. But hopefully it doesn't super duper loud to where you can hear it. I don't know. Whatever. I'll come to 90. Alright, well now we're on to the more deserted part of the line, which is... Well, yeah, I think this part's all single track up until, I think for the rest of the line. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, on the flip side though, more opportunities for speed. Okay, and 110. There we go. You know what? That's actually kind of a fun service to drive. And I know that's a bit weird saying that, but I really do enjoy these fast services with minimal stops in between. You know. Although I like it to be on routes like this where you get a lot of traffic and things get interesting. You know. It's actually somewhat like driving the Special-Express on the Northeast Corridor. It's fun. You know, because the Special-Express, that's a high-speed train that runs on a line that isn't so fast, but it's still interesting. You get a lot of traffic and stuff. This is kind of like that, actually. Actually, no, you want to know something a bit interesting in regards to the Acela? Back in 2019, they had a short-lived program called, I think it was called Acela Nonstop. And it was basically a service like this one, where it was a non-stop service between Washington D.C. and New York Penn. Yeah, that happened at one point. There was an Amtrak Acela Express service. Well, actually I say Express. I don't call it Acela Express anymore. But an Amtrak Acela service that went all the way from New York to Washington without stopping anywhere. It was just a direct connection between those two big cities. I think they started that service in about May 2019 or something, or maybe I don't know, some point 2019. But unfortunately, they canned it after China happened, and they haven't restored it since, which is kind of a shame. But this is kind of like that, you know. This is basically, you know, train of ATS nonstop. You could say this is a nonstop express service from. Well, actually, no. You know what's funny? You have the Acela nonstop service goes between or went between, New York and Washington, which are two major cities. This, though, was going between a somewhat big city to a middle of nowhere station, as you will see soon. I'll say first time going right through whatever that station was. That was Tosai to Koen, which is a station that we've actually started and ended at many times. So yeah, whereas the Acela runs between two major cities, this is going between a major city and a small town. As you see. Actually, Yuri Max, that's a pretty, you know, small station. And actually, yeah, we're about to run to Fujiwara Onsen, which is a part I've never been to before. Although, you know, according to Andrew, that's a really remote area. So that's going to be interesting to see for the first time. Alright, now here we're on the slow section, which is going through this little valley section. I was making pretty good time too. Although I don't know how long it will take to do the next 7.80 kilometers, but yeah, we should get there on time. Maybe even a bit early. I guess if you're not so familiar with the Northeast Corridor, this is also kind of like driving the Class 390 Pendolino on the West Coast Main Line, or the Class 801 on the East Coast Main Line. What's on the comparison I could make? I don't know. But just think of a high-speed train that runs on a more conventional line that is shared by other trains, like locals or freight, or, you know, freight in some cases. I think there's also a couple of lines like that in Germany where, well, yeah, there are, but there are some lines in Germany where the ICE runs on some conventional track alongside some other trains, and as I've heard from Andres, that results in a lot of traffic jams, funnily enough. Yeah, I think one thing that actually Andre mentioned to me a while back was that there's this line between like Frankfurt and Mannheim. I think you may know that one from Train Simulator Classic. Um, that line tends to get really clogged up in terms of traffic, I suppose. So they're actually building like a whole a line that is dedicated to the ICE. I think that's what he mentioned. I don't know, it was a long time ago. I'm sure Andrew will probably correct me in the comments if he watches this video. Also made for the door shut. That was I think that was actually my mommy closing the door to her bedroom, which is probably due to the fact that I'm talking. But hey, that's a good thing for me because that means we'll have to hear her TV. So hey. Right, so 100 kilometers per hour, so we get to go fast for a little bit. Although this is only going to be a short section. But yeah, this is a pretty cool service. I like it. I wouldn't do this all the time, obviously. You know, I do think it would get a bit boring after a while. But it's fun to do, you know, for the first few times. Oh yeah, so I guess, oh yeah, one more thing I may as well mention, if I haven't yet. So like I said, there are 2 DLC scenarios for this train. And they're basically the same, except one goes the other, one goes one direction and the other goes the other. So this scenario that we're playing, of course, goes from Akusumotomachi up to Fujiro Onsen. And the next scenario that we're going to do, which will be the final scenario, is going to go the other way. It's basically the same service, but in the other direction. We're going from Fujiro Onsen and all the way back down the line to Akusumotomachi. And then after we get that scenario done, then we will unlock flight mode and the services and all the other fun stuff that we're going to be playing with over the next few videos. Yeah. But yeah, fun train. And I know I complained earlier about how, oh, well, this train was added to the game later on, so how they get into the timetable. It's not so much a problem when you're further up north. Like, when you're down south with all the millions of the trains there, yeah, it does become quite annoying having to come to a dead stop, all because there's another train in front of you that was already there. But yeah, once you get further up north, though, and the timetable becomes a bit more light, that's when it becomes more fun. So, at least for most of the route, you do drive this train properly. Oh, down to 45. Okay. Alright, so I have 45. I think this is for the slow section here. Yep. Really? They couldn't train that up by just a little bit. Alright, so wait, are we back to 100? Oh, okay, 105 we go. Okay, we're approaching Yorimachi, which is one thing that's gonna get interesting. Yes. Actually, it's 105 for quite a bit here. We're actually able to go full throttle here, and actually it's struggling a little bit because of the uphill. Okay, well, once we get there in 2 minutes. I do think we'll be able to get there in 2 minutes, but I'm not going to get there with as much time to spare as I thought we would. Which is fine. I mean, you know. Doesn't really matter how early we get there. Just matters that we get there on time. Alright. So on the curve, and how far are we away now? Oh, we're almost there. Very close now. The 45, although I guess it's for the slowisms. And here we go. Yeah, so I'm going through, this is Nara Onsen. Alright, Yorimachi is just up the road. Go up to 90 for a bit. Even though the station's right there. Actually, we have about a minute to go before we get there. Up, down to 55. Yep, Yorimachi. Yep, here we are, Yorimachi. This is the... well, no, the last stop, obviously. Well, the first time they were pulling into this platform, though, I think. Alright, so our next stop is here, so let's now come to a good stop here, get some points on the board. And... oh, uh-oh. Stop! No, 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 no! Oh, come on. Really? Oh, come on. How did I do that? So, let's... come on. Oh, okay, well, so much for getting here on time, I guess. And... oh, still mess it up. Alright, well, so much for getting a good stop. The Sarah stop is absolutely abysmal. We're going to lose some points here. Yep, down to 19, which is actually not good because... actually, that's really not good because, yeah, we have to do good on this last stop because otherwise we're going to fail and then we're going to have to do this whole scenario again, and I don't want to do that. Well, I say we're going to have to do this whole scenario again. Obviously, if I do, for some reason, fail the scenario, I won't obviously do it again on video. I'll do it again in my own time, but I don't really want to do that. Oh, boy. Well, so much for getting points on the board. We only lost points, which is bad. So we're going to have to do really good on this final stop. Okay, well, let's not let that spoil our fun though, because now here we are on a new section of the line that we have not seen yet. This is the Fudro Onsen line, I guess, which is only 8 kilometers long. But we'll take us 10 minutes to complete this. All right. Oh, down to 45. All right, so Fudro Onsen. Actually, this area has been more urban than I thought, huh? Yeah, okay, you know, I was just saying before, oh, we're going from a big city to a smaller town. I mean, this town is kind of small, though it is a bit more of an urban sprawl than I thought, so... well, let's see what Fudro Onsen looks like, then. Also, looks to me like this line is going to be entirely single track. Makes it interesting. Get up to 80. Yeah. Oh, and in case you're wondering, yes, we will be taking a look at this line in closer detail in a upcoming video, which is coming soon. Okay, so we can go all the way to 85. I'm expecting the spin to go back down, but whatever. Okay, so that being said, that we're gonna have to do really good on our last stop, because if I don't, then yeah. I haven't failed a scenario though in a long time, man. I don't want to fail this one. Actually, I should say, the only scenario that I actually, I guess, failed in these Train of ATS videos, the other one that I failed was actually the first ever Train of ATS 2 scenario that I played back in episode 1 back in early 2022. I haven't actually failed a single one of these scenarios since, and I want to keep that record going, especially since we only have 2 more of these to go. Like, we just have this one, and then the next bullet train scenario, and then that's actually going to be it. This is actually the last point scenario that we're ever going to do. At least until Train of ATS 4 comes out, if that ever happens. But until Train of ATS 4, we only have 2 more scenarios left to go, and I do not want to fail either of them. But unfortunately, I'm not in a good spot because I completely and utterly messed up the last stop, which I don't even know what was going through my mind there. I don't know how I messed that up, other than I'm just totally incompetent. I don't know. Also, looks like we're now going through like some sort of farm patch or something. Okay, I guess Yurimachi's a bit more of an urban sprawl than I thought, but still a bit of a ways to go. Actually, we're gonna come across some trains on this line. Oh, that's just gone green. Okay. A bit weird to be driving a high-tech, high-speed train on a line that's kind of the middle of nowhere, but oh well. The game wants us to do it, so we'll obey. Oh, hey, another bullet train. How about that? Also, this station looks kind of cool. Ooh, look at this. This station looks pretty neat, actually. Huh. Okay. I'll at least stop to wait for me to go by. It's okay, I'm about to be out of your way now. Alright, now 4.5 kilometers to go to the last stop. I guess this area is a bit more urban than I thought. I'm surprised that there are no EMU services that go this entire line. Just the bullet train. 55 coming up. So well, this part of the line is definitely interesting. Yeah, this is the first time I'm seeing this, by the way. I've never been this far up north here in Tune of ATS 1. So I'm seeing all this now for the first time ever. Which, I know it's kind of insane to say that considering this game has been out for such a long time, but, I've never bothered to play this far into the game to see all this, so, yeah, this is pretty cool. Well, 75 coming up. Okay, and we have to do good on this last stop, because like I said, I do not want to fail this. I think what we're just going to do is really just cruise into the station slowly and just worry about the stopping accuracy, because the stopping accuracy is like the biggest factor in what score you get for each stop. Even if you come in a bit fast or a bit slow, or arrive a bit late, if you get good stop accuracy, you'll still get a decent score out of it. Alright, down to 40 again. Yeah, like I said, this area's been more urban than I thought. Why don't the trains run the entire route, like the EMU trains? Why is it only this one? On that note, why are there no career scenarios on this line? Yeah, because that's something else that's worth mentioning. This line that we're driving right now, you'll never get to see this until either you get the bullet train scenarios and you do this, or you complete all the main scenarios and you get the free service mode. Only then you'll be able to drive on this line. So this part is just kind of tucked away until you get, further into the game. I wonder why. Alright, the 75. So how long until we see one of the Bougie Fudro? Oh, it's gonna be soon. Actually, we're gonna see one of these other trains. I suppose another thing I may as well mention about this is we're going to 25. Another thing we've mentioned about this though is if you've ever seen another DLC, I think upgrade the Bougie Fudro Onsen to higher poly model. That's something I also plan to do soon, although I wanted to wait until we got to this point to sort of also, while this line's really slow, oh my goodness. Yeah, we're not going 25 because of a signal, we're going 25 because that's how slow this line is. What is this? We're just crawling now. Oh my goodness, like driving around a tram line. Look at how sharp this is. Wow, we're just crawling now. Okay, well, how long is this going to go on for? Come on. I don't really like going super slow like this. Oh, don't speed. Oh my goodness. Our score's already bad enough as it is. We really need to not mess this up more. I don't know, 16 points. So yeah, we're going to have to do really good on this last stop. Maybe I'll even replay this in my spare time just to get a better score. Maybe. I don't know. Also, wow, a bridge. Actual real bridge on here. Okay, 65. Finally. I was getting really sick of that super slowness. Oh. I was about to go back, going slow again because of this. Okay, so we are here. I don't know what station this is. Oh, Fujiwara Onsen. That's only just a little bit further up, but we still have this to. Yeah, so that's what the Fujiwara Onsen trains look like by default. It's just the blue train that you see in the regular thing. Although, like I said, there is that DLC on it which gives you like a specific train, which, like I said, we'll check that out soon. But I decided not to get that because I wanted to just sort of see what these trains look like since we barely ever come up here. Get to 40. Oh, actually, there was a whistle on that one. Huh. Get to 50. Okay, we're now just 1 kilometer away from Fujiwara Onsen, the last stop on this journey. Okay, 75. And I believe it's just up the road here. Okay, let's get a good stop this time. Do not mess this up. As someone's going by with them using plastic, because of course they are. That's a red, hang on. Yeah, so it's just up the road. And actually, it doesn't even look like the line actually ends here. Well, I mean, it does end in the game, but it does like continues in real life. Okay, we have to get the stop right. Do not mess this up. We have a good amount of time to spare, so let's just get it good. Let's get a nice little stop within the things. Oh. Never mind, we're pulling to the side. Okay, we have to get the stop. Oh, we're in this siding. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, we have a buffer stop here, so yeah, we have to get this right. Wait, where's the markers? Oh, they're up there. They just right. Oh, they're right at the end. Okay, we must get a good stop here. Okay, here we are. Okay, good stop accuracy. A bit of a jerky stop there, but at least we got a good stop there. So our final score is 92. Yeah, I've never got such a low score, but you know, there were only a few stops. What was actually our final percentage on this one? Actually, 30%. Okay, so yeah, which sounds like a good score, but yeah. So maybe at a later point though, I will maybe do that at some point on a video, obviously, but I'm on spare time. But there it is, the 4 limited express, which oh, hang on a minute. No, this scenario is a bit different, actually, because, oh. Are we stopping all those stations on the way on the Fujiwara Onsen branch? I guess so. I say branch. And then Nara Onsen, and then Tillside. Oh. Oh, interesting. Okay, I thought this was just going to be the exact same service as the one we just did, but no, we will have a few more stops next time, which result in a bit of a longer scenario. Okay, so I guess next video is going to be a bit of a longer one, but that's okay. Well, I think that's all there is to say, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in whatever I make next.